Hey guys, welcome back to another video. It's your man Jay. Today we're going to be talking about Samsung because the S25 lineup is apparently very popular. But from what I can tell, what I read online, at least when I read in my comments, not very many people are excited about it. There are people that are ecstatic about it. I'm excited about it. I just have I have my expectations set really low because I didn't trade in my S24 Ultra. The S24 Ultra was just too good of a deal. I got that phone for a good price. Half off for a 512 gig, or less than half off, I think it was. But nonetheless, I didn't trade it in because I also want to compare them for you guys. But I'm getting a lot of feedback and questions about the S25 Ultra versus the OnePlus 13. Now, let me be clear here. I try to think with a more logical stance because I'm getting ready to do a comparison for you that should probably take away the urge of you wanting to compare the Galaxy S25 Ultra next to the OnePlus 13. And it's going to be more, it should be more along the lines, I think the question some of you guys should be asking is the S25 Plus versus the OnePlus 13, because the Ultra to me still is a class above the OnePlus 13, I believe it to be, because it is their powerhouse ultimate flagship device with everything on it in the slab form. So if you switch to foldables, that would be the Z Fold 6. So I think the question really that I would ask if I were a person sitting back watching someone else do videos on phones, why haven't you compared it next to the S25 Plus? And in reality, folks, you could actually compare it next to the S24 Plus because they're the same phones. There's only one or two things that are different on the S24 and S25 Plus. Go to the website yourself. Now, if you don't have the S24 Plus, then by all means, use the link, get the S25 Plus if you're coming from the S22 or S23 lineup. Definitely, because you're going to probably be blown away. You're going to be excited about it, and I guess I would too. But what I want to do is compare the OnePlus 13 next to the OnePlus 25 or OnePlus 25, Samsung Galaxy S25 Plus. I think that is the better matchup, 13 versus 25 Plus. And in reality, that's just the 24 Plus. I think that's a great matchup because my S24 Plus is a phenomenal phone, and I have recommended that phone to a lot of people. And a lot of you guys who have the S24 Plus are not upgrading to the S25 Plus because it's not a substantial upgrade that you would want to trade in your device. And yeah, they'll give you $700 or $800, whatever they say it is, but you're still gonna have to come out of pocket another $300 to $400 just to get the same phone. Is it worth it? Let's just label this episode 2 of Do As I Say, Not As I Do, because the fact of the matter is, people always quote Floss in my videos saying, "Congratulations, you bought the same phone." Well, this is a situation where if that's something that Floss says, I think I heard him say it before, it's hilarious because it's kind of true this time, like spot on. And I say that because you need to go to the Samsung website and they have a button that says compare, and you will see that there's maybe one or two things that are different. I don't see the purpose there. But again, if you're coming from the S23 on backwards, then by all means, use the link, buy the phone. You're probably going to be amazed. But my order, I ordered the S25 Ultra, and I'm not trading in my S24 Ultra because I want to compare them. I want you to see what you could possibly be getting or what you are passing on. That's ultimately my goal with this particular setup right here that I'm going to be doing on the phone, because not a lot of people there's a lot of people that are buying the S25 Ultra. Like they're buying it. But I don't know that everyone should. It's just not worth the hype. And there's just not enough there to differentiate. I slipped up and watched somebody else's video on this phone. I try to avoid doing that prior to getting my own devices if I'm really intrigued by it or I just want to check it out. And to hear that it is a substantial update from the S24 Ultra, I don't get it. I don't get it. I think it's a minor update. That's it, just hardware. Yeah, because I've been using the Snapdragon Elite processor in this OnePlus 13 that I'm using, and it is absolutely phenomenal. But Samsung's One UI coupled with the Elite processor should be entertaining. It should be entertaining. It should be good enough. We're just going to have to wait and see. And again, I ordered my setup here from Samsung. I ordered the S25 Ultra, and it tells me I'm not getting mine until February 7th. And I ordered on launch day, and that's just maybe a little over 2 weeks away from launch, I think it is. But some of the S25 Ultras were available to get delivered on the 31st of January. And I didn't want those colors. And I'm pretty sure they sold out really fast because I went back in there now. All of them are only available. And it also depends on the combination. So I chose the 512 gig. I think some of the 256 gigs were available on the 31st delivery as well. But let me ask you, if you ordered the S25 Ultra and you have it already, let me know in the comments what you think about it. Because you got it actually pretty fast, because the launch event was what, last week or something like that, recording this video? Or, yeah. So I'm curious to see, because I like to hear from people who are not content creators or people who are not influencers. I like to hear from you. And I call you guys regular consumers, and that's not a put down or anything. That's just the truth. You're not into spending all your money on phones and stuff every time one drops, and you're doing it the smart way. If you don't have a way to get a return back, you're actually doing it the right way. You use the phones until they just don't work anymore, and then you're good to go. So I want to hear from people who actually are using the S25 Ultra that are not content creators, because the internet always gets flooded with the content creators and influencers, especially around launch. Influencers, they start saying, well, I've been using this phone for yada yada time or whatever. You know, you're like, okay, is this a review or what's going on here? But I think that a lot of people would love to hear, like, from where I sit, I'm not gonna say a lot, from where I sit as a creator of smartphone content, I want to hear from the people who are not content creators and not influencers. When I'm searching for a video, with the exception of a few content creators and maybe one or two influencers that I do watch and support heavily, I'm always searching for the unboxings and the first impressions from people who are not content creators. And you know, one time that happens in a year, it happens one time a year when you'll see the internet flooded with people who are not smartphone creators, like they don't just do smartphone content, and it's the iPhone season. On iPhone season, you'll see so many people unboxing cell phones from Apple, and they're not content creators about phones or tech, and they'll tell you, I'm not a tech person, blah, blah, blah. And so you can tell, but they end up getting a lot of attention. And I like that. I like to look at people who are not content creators, and I like to get their point of view. Those are the people I like to watch. So yes, I'm waiting on my S25 Ultra. Yes, I plan on buying the S25 Plus. I was going to get it right away, but I was like, it can wait. I got other things to do, and I got other things that I'm waiting on, way bigger than smartphones I'm working with. So I'm excited for it. I'm not as ecstatic as I normally would be, but I'm a little excited. I mean, I'm really just excited to check out the hardware next to the OnePlus and next to the Pixel and just the phones I have in the catalog already. iPhone 16 Pro Max. I'm ready to put it next to some of those phones and see what it's really about. So obviously you can see I'm probably if it's not labeled, I'm recording. I think I put my little OnePlus tag on there for video or whatever, but OnePlus 13 recording with this, no microphones or anything. I just turned on the enhanced voice feature for like vlogging or whatever, and see how that comes out. But no microphones, so hopefully it's not a bad echo. But I like to showcase the products, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the S25 and I'm going to sit it right here, just like I'm doing this, and I'll rotate between the two so you can see exactly what it is on that. So shout out to like something popped in my head. Shout out to my man BG Tech Life. He is a Samsung fanatic. I'm a Samsung fanatic too, but I know he's gonna. I need to go check. I haven't checked his channel in a minute, as a matter of fact. So I hope you don't already have it. Blessings. If you already have it, I'm gonna go check you out. But BG Tech Life, I like how he does his Samsung content. I like how he does it. He's a creator, but I think he's still more like a regular dude just buying a bunch of stuff. Like, he doesn't come across as a content creator. And he gets a lot of sponsorships with cases and stuff and all kind of stuff. But I like his style when it comes to reviewing Samsung. I don't think he's too biased about it because, people often talk about like, oh, Samsung nice and stuff. I've told many people, I'm one of the original people who was looking at Samsung. I'm not saying I'm some special person. I'm just saying I've been following Samsung since day one. And so I've purchased nearly every Samsung product that has come out in each lineup. And I think he has too. So that just came out of nowhere. But on the real, I like how BG does his Samsung content. He keeps it a buck. I like it. And I think he's solid in when he's reviewing the products. He doesn't come across as a content creator. He just comes across as some dude talking to you on the phone or on a video chat and showing you products, and it's what it is. And I like that style. So anyway, I'm waiting on mine. Again, shout out to my man BG Tech Life. If you don't know who he is, just go on YouTube and type in BG Tech Life. I'm pretty sure you already do if you're following me. But yeah, I'm excited about my S25 Ultra a little bit. I'm not as ecstatic as I normally would be, but I'm hoping that it does bring something new to the table. And I'm a fair person when I'm reviewing something. I already told people I'm not making videos to trash Samsung or tell people not to buy it. I just said it in this video. If you want to buy it, hit the link in the description, get it on. You know what I'm saying? Do your thing if you haven't already done so. Or wait. Some people say I'm waiting for you to get it so you can review it. I'll only use my reviews as a little crutch. I'm going to do the same thing. First impressions, probably follow up in a day or two. Then in a week, and then give you a whole bunch of content in between there, cameras, battery, follow, do what I got to do. So, but I'm really going to put it against this phone right here at some point, but I'm not in a hurry to put it against the OnePlus 13 because I just feel like the OnePlus 13 is one step down. And if you're offended by that, you don't really know what I'm talking about. Then the Ultra line is in the Ultra line. It's got an S Pen. So right there, it has something that the OnePlus can never do. You have to buy an external stylus for it. It just takes it up a notch. That's why I said, honestly, I think people should probably be asking for the S25 Plus versus the OnePlus 13. We'll close on that note. I hope you guys enjoyed the brief discussion video. Yes, I bought it at launch. I told you that already. I'm gonna, well, I guess I'm not really gonna unbox it, I guess. I'll just give you my first impressions after using it for a little bit on that first video possibly, but because there's nothing in the box. But I do have a lot of cases and stuff. Maybe I'll do that. I'll show you all the cases I unboxed that I bought from them or whatever. And I got a ton of cases. I got a ton of screen protectors, everything that's been in my office for at least a month or more because, I got them super early. So I'm hoping to have my S25 before February 7th. That's it's recording this video. That's still like 8-9 days away. So almost a week and a half away. So I'm really hoping that I can get it beforehand and I can start shoveling out that content for you. And it's going to be really hard to put down this OnePlus 13 because I've been using this since launch or whatever. And it has been phenomenal, man. I got it set up just the way I want it. I'm loving the cameras. I'm loving everything about it. I don't have any complaints about this yet. So I'm hoping that it stays that way. And I'm actually hoping that the S25 lineup is good and not just this hardware bump or change because you start to shaft consumers, man. You're not really giving us nothing. So I'm going to need some innovation from Samsung. Go back to the old Samsung and bring out something crazy. And so people could tell you that it's stupid. That looks crazy. And then all of a sudden it takes off because that's what happened with the Note line. It's your man Jay. Hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see you in the next one. Take care.